Okay, coming up next, you're going to be playing as Aunt Ellen on Jeopardy for the Super NES.
Jeopardy!
Here's the opponents. Let's play Jeopardy! And here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. 1960, Congress, Drama, Superstitions, World of Fashion, and finally, World Geography. These are good categories. Let's start with Superstitions for 100, please.
The answer is...
They say it's bad luck to put this shoe on first. What is the left? Oops. There we go. Superstitions 200.
The answer is...
Supposedly, a bee can't do this while you're holding your breath. What is sting you? Superstitions for 300.
The answer is...
Sticking a piece of this on top of a baseball cap brings good luck to the team. What is chewing gum? Okay. Superstitions for 4.
The answer is...
Dark colored socks with this color toes protect you from being tripped by elves. What is white? How about superstitions for 500?
The answer is...
A mouse roasted, minced, and eaten will cure a child of this childhood disease. What are the measles? Yes, I got him. Okay, now we shall do Congress for 100.
The answer is...
Thomas Philip O'Neill's nickname. What is what is tip? Congress for 200.
The answer is...
When it was established in 1800, it started with a $5,000 book budget. What's the Library of Congress? Congress for 300.
The answer is...
The length in years of a senator's term. What is 6? Congress for 400. Oh, the Daily Double! I am going to wager... I'll wager 400 on this one. Treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors are all grounds for this. What is impeachment? Kaboom! Congress for 500.
The answer is...
The first was a 9-year-old boy appointed by Webster and Clay. What's a page? I got it. Okay, we're ready for 1960 for 100, please.
The answer is
The U.S. won gold in this Olympic event with Oscar Robertson and Jerry West. What is basketball? $1960 for 2.
the answer is
Lerner and Lowe musical that provided the theme for the Kennedy years. What is Camelot? Hmm. 1960 for 300.
the answer is
He supplied the key to the Oscar-winning apartment. Who is Jack Lemmon? $1960 for 400, please.
the answer is
Sedentary demonstration against lunchroom segregation. What is sit-in? Congress for... No. 1960 for 500.
the answer is
The Commoner Princess Margaret married. Who is Anthony Armstrong Jones? Boom! I got it. Now I'm ready for World of Fashion for 100.
the answer is
The Hat in the Mexican Hat Dance. What's a sombrero? World of Fashion for 200.
the answer is
South Seas garb worn by Dorothy Lamour on the road. What's a sarong? World of Fashion 300.
the answer is
Where on his body an Arab would wear a traditional keffiyeh? Oh. Let's see if Jim knows this. The head. Uh-huh. I should know. I should have known that one. Where to next, Jim? World Geography for 100.
the answer is
Almost all of Siberia lies within this country. Oh. Russia. Uh-huh. Where to next, Liz? World of Fashion for 4.
the answer is
About 7 yards long, it's a loose body wrap worn by Hindu women. What is a sari? Ha. Let's try World of Fashion for 500.
the answer is
The sash worn with a Japanese kimono. What does Liz say it was? An obi? Mm-hmm. Where to next, Liz? Liz is taking us to Drama for 100.
the answer is
Medieval mystery plays often dealt with events taken from this book. What's the Bible? Drama for 200.
The answer is.
This musical form debuted in the 16th century, and some say the first production was called Define. What is opera? Okay. Drama for 3.
The answer is.
Author of Cyrano de Bergerac, Edmond Rostand wrote at least 3 plays for this French actress, who is Sarah Bernhardt. Okay. Drama for 4.
The answer is.
Act 2 of this Shaw play opens at Salvation Army Shelter. What is Major Barbara? Drama for 500.
The answer is.
August Strindberg, noted for the Ghost Sonata, has been called this country's greatest dramatist. What is Sweden? Kaboom. Let's take world geography for 200.
The answer is.
This largest Spanish seaport has an exact replica of Columbus's flagship, the Santa Maria. Barcelona? Mm-hmm. What are 2 next? World geography for 300.
The answer is.
Kilauea sits on the SE slope of Mauna Loa, which is on this island. What is Hawaii? Okay. World geography for 4.
The answer is.
Mexicali is the capital of this Mexican state, which sits below California. Jim, let's see if you know this. Baja California. Mm-hmm. That would be correct. Okay, last clue before we're on to Double Jeopardy.
The answer is.
The Transylvanian Alps are a part of this major mountain system in Central and Eastern Europe. Jim, do you know this one? Carpathians. Uh-huh. So, Ellen finishes the Jeopardy round with 7,000. Jim, 1,400. Liz, 600. And she's going first in Double Jeopardy. Categories for the Double Jeopardy round are ants, word origins, art, railroad, rock and roll, and finally, political quotes. I like these categories. We'll keep them. Where are we going to start, Liz? Rock and roll trivia for 200.
The answer is.
These girls were a comic punk novelty act before they got the beat. Who are the Go-Go's? Rock and roll trivia for 400, please.
The answer is.
Waylon Jennings was once a member of this, Buddy Holly's backup group. Who are the Crickets? Rock and roll trivia for 6.
The answer is.
She was once a Beach Boy along with her husband, Daryl Dragon. Who is Tony Tennille? Rock and roll trivia for 800, please.
The answer is
Before Sarah smiled, they met by sharing an elevator to escape a gang fight. Or Hall & Oates. Where to next, Liz? Rock and roll trivia for 1,000.
the answer is
Year in the 1950s when the Beatles were formed. What is 1959? Yes, I got it. I'll choose word origins for 200.
the answer is
This trademark brand has become the common term for the petroleum jelly. What is Vaseline? Word origins for 4.
the answer is
From GP for general purpose, army vehicle. What's Jeep? Word origins for 6.
the answer is
Table d'hôte serving the same meal to all diners comes from this language which gave us cuisine. What is French? Boom. I will do word origins for 800. Oh, and it's the daily double. I'm going to wager. Let's try 4,600. Teddy Roosevelt term for someone charging others with corruption. What is muckraker? Muckraker, excuse me. I got it! And that's 15,000 for Ellen. Okay? Word origins for 1,000.
the answer is
Adjective for an independent contractor. It was originally a mercenary with his own spear. What is freelance? Ha! Got it. Let's take railroad for 200.
the answer is
Office for conductor or living quarters for crew. It's often read. What is... What's a caboose? Okay. Railroad for 4.
the answer is
In fiction, espionage and murder plagued its Paris to Istanbul run. What's the Orient Express? Railroad for 6.
the answer is
If you take a chance in Monopoly, you may take a ride on this railroad. What is the reading? Railroad for 800.
the answer is
George Westinghouse invented the air-operated type for... All right. Type of these trains. What are brakes? Jim gets to go next. Where are we going, Jim? Art for 200.
the answer is
He painted old women of Arles as well as the young women of Tahiti. Paul Gauguin. Uh-huh. Where to now, Liz? Ants for 200.
The answer is
Though we call America's original 13 ants lived in these long before that. What are colonies? Okay. Ants for 4.
the answer is
After the queen makes her one mating flight, she has no need for these and chews them off. What are wings? Ants for 6.
the answer is
The echidna, pangolin, and aardvark, for example. What are anteaters? All right. Ants for 8.
the answer is
Antennas serve ants as organs of all senses except this. What is sight? Ants for 1,000.
the answer is
These ants don't eat wood, only chew out holes to big enough to build their nests. What are carpenter ants? Okay. Let's finish railroad for 1,000.
the answer is
It met the Union Pacific at Promontory, Utah in 1869. What is the Central Pacific? Got it. How about we try art for 400?
the answer is
Tesserae are the small cubes-shaped pieces in place by plaster, cement, or putty in one of these. What is a mosaic? Art for 6.
the answer is
He painted bird illustrations in addition to writing poems about the birds like the owl and the pussycat. Who was Edward Lear. Uh-huh. Where to next, Liz? Political quotes for 200.
the answer is
Many abolitionists have yet to learn the ABC of women's rights, she wrote in 1860. Oh, who was, Susan B. Anthony. Political quotes for 400, please. Oh, it's the Daily Double. Oh boy. I think I'm going to wager $21,200. In 1920, long before he became prime minister, he said, "In war, You can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. Who was Winston Churchill? Kaboom! That's 43,000 for Ellen. How about we do political quotes for 600?
The answer is
Charles Dudley Warner, who once wrote a book with Mark Twain, said, "Politics make these." What are strange bedfellows? Yep. What's your next, Jim? Political quotes for 800.
the answer is
This president compared herself to a crusading housewife let loose in a den of thieves. Liz. Who is Corazon Aquino. Aquino, excuse me. What now, Liz? Art for 800.
the answer is
Term collectors use for the total number of prints made from one plate during one printing. An edition? Mm-hmm. Where to next, Jim? Art for... No, political quotes for 1,000.
the answer is
In reference to this post-World War I, 14 points, Clemenceau noted the good Lord had only 10. Who was Woodrow Wilson. Last clue.
the answer is
The art form surrealism began as literary movement inspired by this French movement. What is Dadaism? So Ellen finishes Double Jeopardy with 45,000. Jim 3,600. Liz 3,000. Now it's time for Final Jeopardy. The movies, that's the category for Final Jeopardy. I'm going to wager 5,000 on this one. That'll put Ellen at $50,000 if she gets this Final Jeopardy clue right. Here it is. Charles Lefton, Trevor Howard, and Anthony Hopkins all played this historic figure, who is Captain William Bligh. Alright. So if Ellen's right, she goes up to $50,000. This guess gameplay. Alright.
Final Jeopardy answer is
It was Captain William Bligh, so we got it right. Let's see how everyone did. Liz got it right, and she goes up to $6,000. Jim got it right, and he goes up to $6,200, whereas Ellen wins the game with $50,000. See you for my next guest gameplay, guys.